folks, welcome back to the workshop and the channel. Today I'm going to be turning a bowl. I've got on a lump of pitch pine, which I did a pitch pine bowl a few videos ago, so I'm going to attempt another one now, hopefully having learnt a few things from the previous one. So first things up, I'll show you the bit of wood and we'll go from there. Right, here we go. It is that's a good sizable chunk. It's about 9 inches by that's about 10 and a bit by 5 and a bit. There's a few I had to chainsaw off a couple of little branches. Missed one there, still never mind. There's a few cracks in it, but I'm not going to worry too much about those. It's been down a while, so it should be quite stable. Not very well balanced, but no change there. I've got it mounted on a big faceplate, and I'm going to reapply the tail stop. It's wobbling a bit, so it's obviously not in a very good place. So first job, clean off the bottom and get a tenon sorted out, and then decide what I'm going to do with it. Right, here it goes. Let's see what sort of speed we can get it up to. About 450, and we'll have a play at that for now. 1/2 inch bowl gauge. I don't know, the camera's gone all fuzzy. Let's give it a quick wipe. I'll stick some spit on a cloth. Hang on. Has it made any difference? No. Oh, it must be inside then. I'll have to wait for it to have to wait for the temperature to do its thing. Well, it's not that cold. Right, well I'm going to carry on like that for a bit, so you don't really need to watch that. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Right. The mists of time seem to have dissipated. So what I've done, I've got the rough shape that I'm after. I'm going to leave the these are the chainsaw areas of the guys that felled the tree, so I'm going to leave those in, and these are obviously bits of natural edge from the tree, and there's a little bit of I'll have to get rid of that, but it's a little bit of funky wood, but it's literally where the bark is or has been. That pretty much is it really for the outside shape. An awful lot of sanding to do, because obviously a lot of end grain stuff going on here. I'm going to just make this little base a little bit more substantial. apart from that, I'm going to see about getting it finished off. Let's just sort the foot out a bit, I think. Right, I'm going to sharpen the negative brake scraper up and see if that helps a bit. Back in a bit. Right, I've given it a rough scrape with the old negative brake, but it's not done a great deal. I've done a little bit. So I'm going to have to get on with the on to sanding. Sure you don't want to watch that, so I'm not going to make you. I shall get back to you roughly when it's time to put some sanding sealer on. Right, what I've done, I've sanded it down to 80 grit. Obviously still a lot more sanding to go, but what I want to do now is put some sanding sealer on it to help stiffen up the end grain fibres. It will make sanding a lot easier, especially with the finer grits. So the regime will be, when this has gone off and dried, I'm going to leave it for 24 hours so that I know that it is dry. I know it flashes off very quickly, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's properly dry. Right, that's it for a little while. Leave it like that for it to go off properly, and then hopefully we can get on to doing some more sanding. There's less chance of the grain picking up again. And it's now got a coat of microcrystalline polish on it from Chestnut, and I'm now going to start buffing it off to see what happens. There we go. Not too bad at all, that. Not too bad at all. It'll probably have a second coat of polish on it. So I just wanted to get one on just to give it some protection really while I was hollowing out, because that's the next job now, is to get it in the chuck, get it hollowed out. I haven't put any polish on these end bits yet, as I may sand them a bit harder. I like to leave the chainsaw marks in, because that's all part of the the life of the tree, and obviously the person that cut the tree down or did work on the tree deserves a bit of recognition, for want of a better word. Reference on the work that he did to get me this bit of wood. But yeah, that's not too bad, that. I'll use microcrystalline because it being a bowl, it might be moved around from place to place, etc. And it's a bit more hard wearing than my usual go-to finish of Woodwax 22. But I think that's amply shiny enough. I'll get the chuck on, get it thrown round and see what damage we can do on the inside. Right, here we are, all turned round. First job I'm going to do is demark the rim really. So I'll just go of course there and flatten the top edge off, and then we can see about digging out the middle. Right, well that's pretty much going to be more of the same until I get a bit closer to where I need to be. So I shall, I'll get back to you a bit later on. Right, can't remember where I left you last time, but basically the bulk of the hollowing out has been done. I'm now going to take this piece out. I'm going to get a parting tool and just run a big chunk off, rather than dig away at that. And then I can then dig away at what's left, flatten off the bottom, and then ready for sanding. Whoop-de-doo. Right, I can chew the rest of that away with the old bowl gouge or whatever I've got lying around. Right, what I've done here is rubbed it down to 240. I'm going to put a couple of coats of sanding sealer on because to help keep the end grain bits down a little bit, which is what I did on the outside. Hopefully that will help to seal it. So when I continue with the sanding, it will actually keep the end grains down. And make for a smoother finish. Right, I'll have 2 or 3 coats of that. finish rubbing it down, and I'll get back to you and I stick some polish on it in a bit. Right, all the rubbing down is done. 2 coats of sanding sealer, blah blah blah. I've got a coat of microcrystalline on there at the moment, and I'm just about to start buffing it off, so let's see what we can do. Right, there we have it. The only thing we've got to do now is turn it round, take the tenon off, and that's it, job done. Back in a bit. Right, here we go. Oh well, that's what I didn't want to happen, but it did. Don't you just hate it when it goes like that? Right. Let's have a look, see what damage we've got. No, don't doubt so. Oh, nothing on the inside. There's a bit more polish in there actually. But actually, the only damage is on the base, and I think I can probably rectify that with the use of a bit of 60 grit and a sticker. Marvellous. Right, I'll get it all finished off, put it on the old whirligig, and we'll go from there. Right folks, there we have it, all complete. Inside and out. I need to actually do a little bit more polishing on the inside, but that'll be done at a later stage. As you can see, it's the 2 flat areas there are from the original chopping down of the tree. We've got a little bit of natural edging going on there, and the dark lines you can see in it are from their natural splits. There's quite a few splits in it. They're not horrendous, but as I say, it's been down and lying around for about 8 years, so the splits have been well weathered, which is why they're showing up as dark or black or whatever. I've left the pith in simply because it is very stable, so I don't think it will crack anymore, although it might do. But that's it. Oh, for any of you doubting Thomases, yes, I did do the bottom. Alright, well that's it for this one folks. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers, both the old ones and the new ones. If you'd like the video, subscribe and share amongst all your mates, that'd be great. Well, it'd be great for me anyway. But for now, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. See you again shortly. Bye.